Welcome to Illuminati Silver. We tell you the truth about silver. Today is Monday the 3rd of October 2022. And we're producing a video this morning because the British Prime Minister Liz Truss has publicly announced that the removal of the 45% income tax band for those earning in excess of £150,000 a year has been reversed. In other words, she is not going to remove that extra 5% of tax for higher earners. You see, once you earn above just over £50,000, your income tax rate goes up from 20% to 40%. And then when you reach £150,000, what you earn in excess of that goes up to 45%. Now, in the budget announced just over a week ago, the Chancellor of the Exchequer, in other words, the British Finance Minister, announced that the 45% band will be removed. However, such has been the consternation and the outcry that has now been reversed. Why? Well, let's take a look. Well, according to Bloomberg today, the government's tax U-turn is not enough to stop the pound falling further. At least that's what traders are warning. 3-month pound-dollar risk reversals, which measure the premium of hedging against a drop in sterling for the remainder of this year, are still hovering near the highest since June 2016's Brexit vote, signalling traders are still worried about further losses. The market continues to view the government having something of a fiscal credibility deficit. Hence, we would expect the squeeze to run out of momentum ahead of strong resistance around $1.1350, says Jeremy Stretch, head of Group of 10 Foreign Exchange Strategy at Canadian Imperial Bank of Commerce in London. And it's worth noting that the pound did actually slide to a record $1.0350 last week, when they announced that they were scrapping the 45% band of income tax for those earning in excess of £150,000 a year. According to Jane Foley, a strategist at Rabobank in London, the pound is on borrowed time, without some reassurances on the fiscal front. A decline to parity cannot be ruled out, dependent on the decisions taken by the UK government. And, of course, what's not mentioned there, on the decisions taken by the Federal Reserve, because if they continue to raise rates considerably, then the dollar index will strengthen even further against sterling and the other basket of currencies. On that very point, we can see that the dollar index is marginally up this morning. It's now currently 10.37 Monday morning at 112.13. That's up 0.02. If we take a quick look at the gold price, actually gold and silver did follow through on Friday's late night or late evening rally. Not significantly, but we can see gold is up this morning at 31 cents. In sterling terms, it's down because sterling has strengthened simply because of what was announced this morning, and is down £5. And this is roughly where we were expecting the dollar value of gold to be, down $5 or so. Now, in terms of silver, silver has also risen in dollar terms this morning and is up 28 cents. It did rise a little higher than that, but it's petering out. And so as a result, in sterling, it's also up, but not as much because sterling has strengthened at £17.26 per ounce. Looking very quickly, while we're here at cryptocurrencies, we can see here that if I click on that, the crypto market is down just under 1%. It was down a little more than that earlier. And Bitcoin is trading at $19,186, though it was down below 19,000 in the early hours of this morning. And equity markets today, you can see that the Euro Stoxx Index is down 1.26%, the FTSE down 1, just over, similarly the DAX and the CAC, all down 1% or more. And as we can see, the Reuters headline, UK's Truss makes U-turn on tax after week of market turmoil, and very quickly, British Prime Minister Liz Truss was forced on Monday into a humiliating U-turn after less than a month in power, reversing a cut to the highest rate of income tax that helped spark turmoil in financial markets and a rebellion in her own party. Finance Minister Kwasi Kwarteng said the decision to scrap the top rate tax had been taken with some humility and contrition. Truss and Kwarteng announced a new growth plan on September the 23rd that would cut taxes and regulation funded by vast government borrowing to snap the economy out of years of stagnant growth. And we should not be surprised really about this reversal. How can you justify cutting tax for the highest paid in our economy when people are seriously worried about paying their electricity and gas bills, and many people actually at that poverty level whereby they have to sacrifice food for energy and vice versa? Do they starve or do they freeze this winter? These are the headlines hitting the newspapers and the media in the United Kingdom today. Might seem extreme, but some are in that position. And therefore, whatever the arguments in favour of reducing taxation, and there are some, regardless of that, the optics at this precise moment in time are absolutely terrible. And to make it worse, they also removed the cap on the top-end salaries and bonuses particularly of bankers. And by doing so, they appear to be sending the message that they're only interested in the wealthy and not the average man or woman in the street. Whether that's true or not depends on your own political view. But once again, the optics, political decision-making, political message-giving does have a profound effect on markets. And this is something that no technical trader can necessarily predict, because who knows what these silly politicians are going to say or do in the very near future. So there we have it. It has had the effect of strengthening sterling short term, but are these forecasters right in stipulating that the value of the pound is going to fall further towards the end of the year? Let us know your thoughts, and do also please let us know your ideas for our new channel name. Yes, we will eventually change the Illuminati Silver name because it's being penalized by YouTube, and we want more people than less than 1,000 to actually listen to our videos. Otherwise, frankly, they're just not worthwhile. So please give us your suggestions. We are watching them closely. Meanwhile, thank you for listening. Please, if you haven't done so, subscribe to the channel, press the bell sign. Have a great day. Illuminati Silver owners come from a background of banking, international wealth management and economics. Having now retired from these worlds, we are not qualified to give investment advice. Therefore, this and other productions must not be deemed to be giving such advice and merely represent the personal views of its owners.